Now, the Volvo Ocean Race is like the F1 of events in the water sports world. And for the first time, the sailors and crew are coming to Southeast Asia and making their only Asian stopover here on the sunny island of Singapore. Now, while the sailors prepare for that import race happening on the 10th of January this Saturday, we get to rub shoulders first with the sailors at the launch of Puma's Spring-Summer Sailing Collection for 2009. Now, the Volvo Ocean Race is also known as the Everest of sailing and is probably the most well-known around-the-world yacht race. Now, the race, which began in Spain on October 4, 2008, will proceed to as far east as Qingdao, China, and as far west as Boston, US, before finishing in St. Petersburg, Russia in June this year. Now, we've been told that the crew will experience life on the extreme edge, meaning extreme temperature differences from as low as -5 degrees to 40 degrees Celsius, as well as experience physical strain, hunger, and sleep deprivation. But tonight, the guys of the Puma racing team will be taking a break from the vast blue ocean for the launch of the Puma Sailing Collection. Tell us about the latest Spring-Summer Sailing Collection, about the clothes itself. You know, they're fit for sailing, but are they wearable on the streets?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we have two collections. We have a technical sailing range, the Performance Collection, which is actually worn by our sailors as they sail 37,000 miles around the world. And those clothes have been developed actually with them. The sailors have been really amazing at giving their help and feedback in terms of developing the clothes. So they really are for professional sailors. And then we also have the Lifestyle Collection, which is our fashion sailing wear. And that's developed, again, with the sailors in mind, but with a nice fashion twist as well. So nice nautical theme. There's some great shoes. There's some great sailing wear. Equally, you could wear them on the boat if you're sailing in the Caribbean. You can wear them on the street. It works.
Okay, sounds great. I'm looking forward to the fashion show then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thanks, Kate.
Ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy Puma Urban Sailing Spring Summer 2009. bed with me?
Soul brother, check it out now. The funk soul.
So is this your first time in Singapore?
Yeah, very first time, yeah. Just discovered Singapore.
So what do you think of Singapore so far?
What I like the most in Singapore is Chinatown and Little India.
Oh, so you
No, I'm joking. I like Singapore. But before Singapore, we're in India. So Little India was a good remembering of our last stopover.
Now let's talk about your job as a sailor. What is your role on the boat?
We call it a watch leader. It's got the skipper, the captain, and I'm just underneath him and taking care of half of the team when we're on deck.
Right, okay. Now, is it very dangerous to be, in the middle of the ocean on a small little boat, Have you ever encountered danger?
Yeah, I mean, we encounter many dangers. I mean, even just here in Singapore, you see the danger. You look at the beach and you see all these big cargo ships. They are dangerous for us. Then you see many things floating in the water. That's dangerous. A whale would be dangerous as well. A container in the water would be dangerous. Then the storms, then the icebergs. There are many dangerous things. Falling overboard is very dangerous.
And so what makes you like this job, I would say, or endanger yourself every day, What do you love about it?
I guess I like the adrenaline, which, sometimes you get strong adrenaline and this adrenaline makes you forget all the other boring moments because lots of our job is boring sometimes as well.
What do you think, out in the middle of the ocean? You don't have the internet, you don't have the handphone, to call back home. What do you do all day?
It's all about performance. So, we just spend 4 hours on deck, we work, we trim the boat, we drive the boat, and then we go down and we just eat and sleep. And it's not very interesting, for common people. It's pretty boring. But it's all those very few moments of intense speed, or like when it's really on the edge and you must not. That's very cool, and it really makes you forget all the other moments.
Now I heard that you guys came in second to the Singapore port. I heard that was the closest finish yet in the entire ocean race. Yeah. You guys were this close from being number one.
Actually, the first boat was 10 minutes before us, so we're not that close. I mean, 10 minutes after 2 weeks of sailing is not much, that's for sure. But we had 2 boats behind us, the 2 Ericsson boats were I guess we crossed the line in the same minute, the 3 of us, after 2 weeks, so that was pretty close, yes. And it was pretty good fun for us, not just all these fights between the boats before arriving here was pretty good fun, yeah.
How do you guys prepare for the import race, and how important is the import race for the entire ocean race?
Actually, it's the points that you get on the import race is half a coefficient. Like offshore, the leader would score 8 points. On the inshore race, the leader will score 4 points only. But we realize now that the race is so tight. As we mentioned before, arriving here, we have 3 boats in 1 minute. That every little point is important. So this inshore race is very important.
What is going to make you guys win the entire ocean race?
I don't know. What I know is this race is very intense. In this edition, this year, many things happen on every boat. I can't tell you everything, but there's a lot happening. Many events on the water and even on the shore. By the rules, it's very intense. A lot has happened already. A lot will happen. So I think we have a very good boat. Il Mostro, the Puma boat is very good. The team is a good team, but I can say like every other team. I think we have to enjoy what we do and having the smile on board as much as possible, and I think that will be key because it's also hard, you know. It's a 9 months race, so it could be tough on the people, you know. It could be some frictions against people. So doing what we do with smile, I think, could be a key of the success.
Yo-ho, yo-ho, a pirate's life for him. But find out in part 2 why it would never be a life for me.